Jim lad.
Chesil Beach is a long bank of pebbles stretching from West Bay to Weymouth. Behind Chesil Beach there is a large stretch of brackish water, which is a paradise for water birds. There are many geese and other birds, but we are visiting the Swannery at Abbotsbury, which is of course intended for swans. Here a large flock of swans is fed and protected. The Swannery was started by Benedictine monks in the 11th century for the simple reason that swans were a ready source of meat. It was not illegal to eat swan's meat until 1788, when the Swan Act was passed, because the monarchy thought swan's meat was too good for commoners and they wanted to keep it all for themselves. Typically, a nesting swan will produce between 3 and 7 eggs, which will hatch in May or June. We are here in early June, and these little cygnets are only a week or so old. There are 3 of them here with their mother, along with some geese and some coots. They all seem to get along together pretty well, just the occasional reminder to keep your distance. Nearby in the reeds we find a mother duck with her ducklings, and many other types of bird have made this their home. Some of the nesting swans are given protective pens and are fed regularly with grass cuttings and grain. Now this mother seems to have an unusually large brood around her, and a notice tells us that some of them are adopted. This can happen for a variety of reasons, if young cygnets get lost and separated from their parents, or if they are even abandoned by them. There is also a practice known as egg dumping, where a female swan lays 1 or more eggs in another swan's nest, to avoid herself becoming responsible for too large a brood. Apart from giving their young an occasional ride, the most important job for the parent swan is to keep the cygnets all together and to protect them from predators, such as crows and foxes, though this job is not so onerous in the relatively safe environment of the Swannery. So as we tourists make our way along the paths around the Swannery, we can feel good that our entrance fee is helping to provide a perfect haven for these beautiful birds.